ecosystem in India is a $176 billion ecosystem. $140 billion of it, almost 3/4, is contributed by the domestic sector. So the importance of the domestic sector can neither be underestimated in any way, nor be underplayed in any way. And I want to assure all of you from this platform that it is not only getting the attention it deserves, it is and will continue to get the respect it deserves. And there is another reason why I say so. If you look at the past decadal trends, you will see that the domestic consumption in the textile sector has been growing at 7 to 8% per annum. And this is a trend which will only continue and continue to increase as disposable incomes rise, as India goes on from a middle income economy to a Viksit Bharat. Discretionary spending on clothing, among other things, is going to rise, and this is all going to be in the domestic sector, and therefore the future, the prospects are extremely bright as far as the domestic sector is concerned. But I also want to add a few things. What I do want to say that the entire world economy is undergoing a series of changes. Now, change is always disruptive. It creates winners, it creates losers. So what is important for us here is to catch the wave and see what are the trends which are going to determine the winners and losers of the next decade. If I look at only one example, how is technology in manufacturing, in planning, in design, in marketing going to change the complexion of this industry? Is AI, is IoT going to add productivity? And how will it impact those who are early adopters of technology? And what is it that all of us need to do that we are not behind the curve in any fashion? So I would like to suggest that while events such as the one that we are here in are important events for transacting business, meeting buyers, meeting sellers, they should also become forums for knowledge exchange. They should also become platforms where we can not only exchange knowledge amongst each other, but where we can devote some time to what the future trends are likely to be and what are the changes that are occurring in the wide world around us. We sometimes tend to think of the domestic sector and the export sector in black and white, in bucket A, in bucket B. I would like to believe that they are actually a continuum. Many of the exporters are present in the domestic sector as well. Many of those in the domestic sector would like to export as well. And there would be very few people who are entirely in the domestic sector or entirely in the export sector. But even if there are, how will you ensure that those who are micro, medium and small players today become mid-sized players tomorrow and start exporting the day after? What is the addition of skills, of technology, of capital, of learning that you need to inject into our MSME clusters and our MSME industries today to make them take on the challenges of a global world? The global world itself is also changing very rapidly. And in the textiles and apparel sectors, new shifts have been taking place. We have all been talking about China plus one strategies. But these are not just words. Global buyers today want diversification. Global buyers today want risk diversification. They want to ensure that their supply chains are resilient and well protected. And whenever talks of supply chain resilience, risk diversification, supplier diversification comes in, India is the natural answer. And if India is the natural answer, business is going to come to India. But what is that? What is it that is hindering the flow of business to India? Formalization, lack of scale, lack of technology, lack of sustainability, speed to market, and I think these are some of the challenges which our industry has to dwell on today. It is a fallacy to think that these are challenges only for the export market. Yes, they impact the export market today, but sooner or later, they are going to impact the domestic market as well. And if the domestic players want to succeed, want to build businesses, want to build brands, sooner or later, they have to pay attention to formalization, to technology, to productivity, to speed to market, to design, to sustainability, because these trends are rapidly catching. So while I do reiterate that